Okay, let me see. Oh, okay, I guess I got just the AirPods. That's what I have to look at. Audio, AirPods, perfect. Good morning. Let me log in on my, nope, I don't want to watch that. We're going to close that. We're going to update this. I got to turn down, hit that thumbs up button. Okay, and I'm going to watch the notes. Oh, how am I going to do this? Okay, we're going to do scans first. Daily stock pick scanner. Scan some stuff. I'm going to watch my battery. Morning, Joe. Ooh, what's that little heart? I guess I can send a heart. Morning, Mike. Brokerage holdings. Anything? Nothing in the brokerage holdings crossed up. Core investments. Cleveland Cliffs. CLF. Yeah, sorry guys, I've been off, but I have been working, just not at this. And I'm a little bit out of the market, but I'm going to record a video podcast and not use, hopefully you guys can hear me, right? I'm not going to use GarageBand. I'm just using, I am so pumped about this laptop though. In the ticket booth where I'm at, it works fantastic, but the ticket booth is nothing. I mean, the software that MLS uses is crazy, crazy easy, but there's a lot of freaking, okay. The only one in core investments is Cleveland Cliffs. No oil names. Let's look at the levered ETFs, and you're probably going to hear a bunch of air conditioner. What's 5 times 5? Morning, Zephin. Zephin, I'm almost in your time zone. Almost. BBK. Not quite in your time zone, but Spider. Let me look at my own personal list. GBTC crossed up. DocU, which I like. Mara crossed up. The trading desk, which I like. It's just expensive. MJ crossed up, which is interesting. What am I, 2 hours? No, I'm 1 hour back. I think I'm on Central time zone. Let's look at all the ARC holdings. Coinbase crossed up. Wow. 5 by 5. 3M, GM crossed up. I'll put that in. Even though I'm not a fan of it, but okay, where's the Dow 30? There it is. Dow 30. I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, so hopefully, yeah, Zephin, if you bought that one, you timed it perfectly. I'm not doing 3M because I just don't believe in that company. They knowingly manufactured crappy hearing plugs. MUS. Do I want Old Dominion Freight? Don't like this chart. But it's got great support here at 321. Nah. I'm not going to do Old Dominion Freight. It's a decent buy, but nothing that is like, oh my God, I've got to have it. S&P 100. Yeah, employment data coming and inflation data coming. Those are the two, GM and 3M. Okay, let's go down to energy. And I'm not staying on a long time. And I don't have anything like, oh my God, earth-shattering that I want to look at. Zevin, man, I was thinking of you because I shared the algorithm with, I think, 3 people that signed up with TrendSpider over the last week or two. And I still have one, and I forget who it is. I can look it up if I want to. But it's so much easier than when like you signed up for TrendSpider and I had to send you over screenshots and stuff like that. Boy, that's ugly. Why are these? I guess it's dirty. Okay, we got 6 people watching. I'm going to go to the strategy tester. Oh, you know what I want to do? Seekingalpha.com. Oh, I got to log into... I am logged into... Okay. We're going to look at... What do I want to look at? QQQ. And we'll compare charting. Add comparison. We're going to take that out and we're going to put SPY. And then we're going to put Dow, DJI. And then we're going to put IWM. Compare. And year to date. Boom. Anything else that I need to put in here? Let's look at SPY on the 4-hour run. You're still in SPY. Let's see the Qs. You're still in the Qs. MACD looks like it's pretty high up there. I got my air conditioning on in the hotel here, and boy, it's freezing. It's 60 degrees outside. Wait, hold on. I'm going to turn off the air conditioning. There we go. I'll turn it off. That way it won't kick on. Okay. And I got to remember to hit record. OBS will start recording for me. Okay, who's got questions? Maybe I've got questions before I start. I want to look up oil. Natural gas is up 2% again. So Boyle's going to be a good one, Zephin. Did the 65-minute go off on Boyle? Let's see. Look at that. 347 was the buy. You're up at 367. You're up 6%. Just in pre-market. But that was yesterday on the morning candle. I want to see. KOLD went way down yesterday. I want to see UCO, SCO on the 65-minute. Wow. Okay, so it got you in and out, but you've got this ascending wedge on UCO. This has been a good move from 21 up to 28. Devin, wait on Microsoft. Here. And Joe, I'll look at that one. Microsoft, you should trade on the 4 hour because it's a long buy. Here's what you've got. I mean, this run is all Chat GPT. It's 100% Chat GPT. April 25th are their earnings. You've got nothing between now and April 25th. If for some reason you get employment data, if for some reason you get inflation, if for some reason you get something that is just, maybe I should turn around. I mean, I know I should probably be facing the window. I don't have any wires. Let's see what it looks like here. Hold on. I'm going to change my little space so that maybe I'm a little bit better. I gotta get rid of my receipts. Let me see. Oh, my desk is a little bit a mess. But if I'm here, then maybe I'm lit better. My shoes. Oh, by the way, guys, check out these shoes. These are awesome. You can see me coming from like a mile away. Yeah, I'm going to be better lit right there. So we're going to move it around a little. Um, okay. I'm going to have to diffuse the light a little. Perfect. I got the TV behind me, but that's a little bit better. MLS is great. I actually don't submit them to MLS. I work for a company. Remember, I work for ID Shop. Best in the business, by the way. God, if you guys need any security stuff, ID Shop is just amazing. There we go. I got some shadows on me, but oh well. So, Zephan, Microsoft, I would wait on that one. Um, I think you could probably get it in the 260 range. That's just a guess, but it's run so much. I just can't imagine that they're seeing Bing huge things. I mean, it's going to be a hype machine. And Sachet is a hype man, but okay, let's see. Joe, EBIX got news yesterday, went from 13 to 17. Yeah, but these are one of those trading ones. And Joe, while I'm not against trading, you guys know I'm not against trading. Shit, I haven't been on. There won't be a show tomorrow, by the way, because I got to fly out at 9 o'clock. So I hate to throw in a trading one, Joe. But holy hell, that's a great jump. Look at that gap, though. I mean, if you're up here at 17, Joe, or 18, it's trading at 1550 in the pre-market. So hopefully you got up at 18, but it's covering this gap here between 16 and 1498. You're at 1550. I'd sell at 1550 because you're gonna cover 14. It's gonna come back down to 14. Okay, let's see. We're gonna do SPY. I'm gonna hit record now, so that I can record this. Oh, I don't want AirPods. Okay. I got my notes. Bank of America is a good one. I think you're talking about Andy, Bank of America. Hopefully you're talking about Bank of America. I've got it. I bought it at 29. I think it's a $40 stock in good times when the banks start mentioning their earnings, I think you're good. So remember, guys, hit that thumbs up button. I got a little bit of water here. You guys want to hear a good one? Yes, I'm 52 years old. And yes, I got to Houston midnight on Saturday. And I swung by Domino's, had a small 10-inch pizza and a 22-ounce Coke at 1 a.m., was asleep, ate the entire thing and drank the entire Coke, was asleep within 20 minutes of finishing the pizza. Applause is not necessary, but the entire MLS crew, the Mexican team, everybody was pretty impressed. Because that's an accomplishment. Okay. I'm going to hit record. Good morning. It is, it's Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday. Let me see. Yes, Tuesday, April 11th. I wrote down Monday on my notes. I am in Houston. I am staring at a convention center. I'm staying at the HIlton Americas, which is a super, super nice hotel. If you're ever in Houston, parking is an absolute nightmare. The game is the women's Mexican national team taking on the Houston. It's not the Dynamos. The Dynamos are the men's team, but it's tonight at 7 p.m. I think it's on Univision, so I got to figure out a way to stream it. But there has been a ton of activity in the stock market this week. You've got two major key reports, which is inflation and unemployment. So that will greatly affect the market. On my screen, I've got SPY. I'll show you. We go over this. I went over this last week when I was still kind of at my home, but QQQ still greatly outpacing SPY, DJI, and IWM. I would not be in IWM. 40% of the small caps do not make money. That's a tough place to be. Dow Jones, you can see they're all just hovered down there. SPY is up at 7.56. QQQ greatly outweighing it. SQQQ has not exactly seen the movement that I thought it would. But if we look at SPY on the 65-minute, you're just getting into SPY. And it looks like it could take a leg up there. Again, the employment records and the inflation data is going to be key. SQQQ got you in 31.31, got you out. But if you were down here at 29 and you're up at 30, you probably got into about 31 or so. I don't think that you made 10%, but I think you did pretty well. And that was from Friday. I think it was Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday. I said, hey, you probably should get SQQQ. But that's it. So there were a couple of big upgrades. One of them that has been taking off that I told you guys to get into down here at 465, at 485. I personally got in at 485. It's now at 516. UNH. Healthcare's taken off. We're going into a recession. Healthcare actually performs in healthcare. As far as banking goes, I continue to say Schwab. If you were one of the few that got in under 50, great job. If you're waiting for it, remember the CEO bought at 59. So this isn't one that I would necessarily trade. This is one that I would absolutely 100% buy. The buy is at 57 and it hasn't gotten you out yet. That's the crazy thing. 57 here on the 4-hour. And it hasn't gotten you out. They have earnings coming up April 14th. DPST, we talk about this one all the time. I would trade this on the 4-hour. You can see this wedge that's forming. It's just got this range. But DPST is the 3 times bull up here at 27. Oh, let's renew it. Hold on one second. Just got to renew the chart for the YouTube folks. And I'm probably doing it. But here, 890. 890 was the buy-in, and you're still in that one. And it's trading right now at 719, so it hasn't necessarily got you out. The kind of divergence here is that the stock is actually going down, but the MACD is going up. It's not a great bullish strategy. I still think that there's a chance that you get up here to the $11 range in this gap. So there's your banks. The other ones that we look at, I mean, Bank of America, I'm in Bank of America. Let's see, it's in our core portfolio. So Bank of America, BAC, it's a 28, it's up 0.32. One of the banks that got an upgrade today is NYCB, New York Bank. Let's pull up this one, New York Community Bank. This one got an upgrade. It is up 1.2% at $8.95. It got upgraded with a price target of $11. I think it was Jeffries, if I'm remembering right. Upgrade Jeffries, hold to buy with an $11 price target. That one is trading at $8.95. So if you think Jeffries is right, go and check it out on FinViz. Look at some of this. The average price target is $11. It's got a PE of 6.9, a dividend of 7.7. So NYCB, go and check that one out. That one got upgraded, and that's why it caught my attention. Yesterday, KOLD, crazy downward move. KOLD, you're still a buy, but remember, we see this button hook in the 4-hour. Boyle was the buy-in. And I don't want to say Boyle is the buy-in for the long term. Use the 65-minute algorithm for this one. This one, Boyle, you're in here at 372, and it still got you in. You got gaps all the way above this one. In fact, let me get out of this. Let me shrink this down, collapse the indicator list. But yeah, Boyle, I think a couple of people texted me that they got into Boyle. It was a great buy. You're seeing a button hook. I still think it's a $2 stock. So trade carefully when you're trading Boyle and KOLD. Some of you guys had texted me about the big news yesterday that Exxon may be buying or in talks to buy PXD. I had bought PXD at 208 right before the dividend, right about here. And I got the dividend, dipped down to 193. If you got in on the 4-hour at 193, you're doing really well. Is it too late to get into PXD? I posted this in the Facebook group. I posted this on Twitter. It is not. Here is the 65-minute algorithm. And the 65-minute algorithm right here, 223.28. And you're trading at 220. I think 220 is probably your floor. If you're expecting PXD to actually go up 60% like it did last year, you're sadly mistaken. It's not. Traded on the 4-hour. I particularly am holding this one for long term. I am sitting in this one at 208. I will probably be adding mine if it dips under 220. Oil is expected to rise. There was some talk about oil this morning that I heard. You can see the crude oil, 79.81. I think the Saudis and OPEC want to keep it at 80. China demand, OPEC cuts. OPEC cut production, by the way, because of the pending U.S. recession. They don't want oil going down. And in a recession, oil goes down. So OPEC proactively cut that so that they could essentially keep it around 80. Berkshire, there was news, and Buffett will be interviewed on CNBC tomorrow from Japan. He bought into 5 major Japanese trading houses. You might hear that on the news. They're basically brokerage houses. So it's like him buying JP Morgan. It's him like buying not Bank of America, but it's more Schwab, Fidelity, things of that sort. And that he bought into 5 of them, and he increased his stuff. So do not trade in those Japanese stocks unless you know what you're doing. You will incur fees. Just buy Berkshire, 100%. Just buy Berkshire. He knows what he's doing. He'll make money. I think he's already up like 10, 15% on those things. You know that he got out of Taiwan Semi. I still have Taiwan Semi in the core portfolio. This is one that has dipped down. It is touching the 200-day on the 4-hour. You got out with a 0.67% gain right there, but you're hitting right about 86. I think this gap that you see right back here at 81 for Taiwan Semi probably gets touched. I wouldn't assume that the 200-day provides support here. If it doesn't, we start to go up, you may be able to get it for a little pop. But I think there might be better opportunities out there. But Taiwan Semi was a Berkshire buy, so that's kind of what brought it up. Tesla is one that is in our core portfolio. They reduced prices. there are two reasons they reduce prices. The first is they probably want to qualify for some additional tax incentives that the government is doing, the $7,500. You guys may read about that. The second is they may be actually pricing out competitors. And so what they might be doing is lowering their prices on the 3 and the Y in order to force Ford and GM, who do not have the production benefit of having an in-house battery supplier, of having robots build the cars, of having no union costs, higher labor costs increase the cost of the car. So the key point for Tesla is going to be keeping a 20% margin. If they keep a 20% margin, we're all good. And more than likely, you're going up to this 256 to 260 gap if they don't keep that 20% margin. And their earnings are coming up April 19th. They did deliver. They met or beat some expectations. It was kind of a kind of report on their last monthly deliveries. But if they don't meet the 20%, you're looking at this gap down here about 150. So I haven't pulled the trigger. You're in this trading range. It's an ascending wedge. It is using the 200-day. You can clearly see it's using it as support right now. So I want to make sure that you guys know I personally have not gotten in there. I am looking to add to my or create a new position in Tesla. I have not traded it. I have not gotten into it. Bitcoin is up over 30,000 for the first time in a long time. Ironically, GBTC got a secondary cross up. If you're in here at 11, you're at 17 on GBTC. The 11 was just March 7th. So it was a month ago that this the algorithm got you in here. But you're all the way up at 17. Great trade. You've almost doubled your money. GBTC is a great way to play it. You're really playing kind of a ETF there. Personally, I think Mara and I think Riot are better. 854 you're in for Mara. In pre-market, you're up 3% to $9.43. I think this is a $15 stock. I have not traded it. I got in and out of it a bunch of times. I currently don't own it. I am not trading when I'm on the road. But Riot here, the algorithm got you in about $6.05, and you're up at $10.59. In pre-market, it's $11.03. So if I were playing crypto, there's three ones that I would do: GBTC, Mara, and Riot. Mara and Riot are more, they're miners, so they don't fluctuate as much. But I think there's value in that. Where crypto goes up, they actually go up in value. One that's in the core portfolio that is in the news is Moderna, and not in a good way. They're down 3% to 154. I think if it gets under 150, I think you can buy it. The algorithm has you buy in at 152.55. You can see there's a gap up here to 170. This is a hype rally. They are delaying their flu vaccine. It may be an opportunity to get into this one. Honest to God, I like Moderna. I like trading Moderna. I don't like holding Moderna. If you want to use the 4-hour, if you want to use the 60-minute, the 4-hour algorithm over 2 years, it loses you 7%, but Moderna only makes you 3%. So if you can trade and find the right spots in, you could probably make some money by buying and holding. I just think that you're not going to make a lot of money because this one fluctuates so much. It's a 100% better trade. So that's my news. Let's go over some scans. First scan is Cleveland Cliffs, and I own this one at about 20. You can see it's got this double bottom, and the double bottom's happening right about 17. In pre-market, you're at 18.13. I think anywhere in the 17 handle is a great buy. I think anything in the 18 handle is probably an okay buy, but I would 100% trade this one. I would trade it. I am not looking to hold this one. I'm in at 20. I am contemplating long-term, so I probably will dollar cost average into this, but I will, if this gets to $30, I am absolutely getting out. Cleveland Cliffs. Now, levered ETFs, UMDD, which is an ultra mid 400. So it's a triple levered mid 400. 1770 is the 4-hour algorithm. I would probably trade this on the 65-minute, but I do all my scans on the 4-hour. It's a mid cap. This is a triple levered ETF. Another triple levered ETF that got a cross up, SPXU. This is the short of the S&P 500. So the assumption is that the S&P 500 will go down and this stock will go up. So SPXU 1360 is the cross up. Remember, these are decaying assets, so you want to trade them. You don't want to hold these one for long term. The next one, that triple levered ETF that had a cross up, is SDS. This is another ultra short S&P 500, 39.98. Not shocking that they both track about the same. So SPXU and SDS are the same thing. Vanguard, VBK, Vanguard small cap growth. I don't know that I'd be super excited about this one, but VBK, if you're interested in getting in long term, I don't suggest trading these. You're never going to make a lot of money on this one. Your average win is 3.64% on this. You lose 6% over a 2-year period versus losing 25% with actually buying and holding the asset over a 2-year period. We talked about GBTC. This is a secondary cross up. The cross up actually happened back here on March 7th at $11.70. You're getting some really good volume up here in the $15 to $17 range. So GBTC, I probably wouldn't hold it. I've held this one. I just don't like holding it. DocuSign, which I absolutely love the company, hate the stock. 56.78. Why do I hate the stock? Let's go over to FinViz and let's look. DocuSign. They're not making money, but their forward PE is 21.32. They will make money. It's just expensive. For every sale that they make, they're spending $4. Your average price target is 68. This is a $56 stock. Over 1 year, you're down 44%. Year to date, you're up 2.54. So take a look at it. March 10th, they got a downgrade from JP Morgan. Price target was moved from 58 to 48. You can see there's some sales. There's not a huge amount since January of this. Daniel Springer, who's a director, sold somewhere in the neighborhood of $25 million worth. But it's kind of a pool in his $100 million home. So DocuSign is one that I like. Mara, we talked about Mara. Mara has a cross up. It's a secondary cross up. 854 was the actual price. You can see the MACD kind of crossing up here again. Might be due for another rally. Again, Bitcoin over 30,000. If it can hold that, I think it's a good one. The trading desk. I talk about this one a lot. I like this stock. 58.30. It's got a secondary cross up. Looks like it may be going for another run. They have earnings coming up on May 9th. The reason why I'm hesitant about this one is the PE. The PE is 654. That's just crazy. Year to date, you're up 37%. The average price target is 68. You're trading at 61. So I'm not sure that the upside is there. But if you got down here in January in the 40s, you're doing really well. Look here. In February, it got up to the $68 range. So I think this one's a good one. But just realize it is super expensive, and any move will shoot that one down. This is an interesting one. It's an ETF for basically marijuana. But MJ is it. It's been in just this descending wedge. I don't know that it's necessarily got to go up, but 335 is the cross up. This is one that I personally watch on my own watch list. So MJ is the ETF. Another one that has to do with crypto that seems to be putting in this bottom right here at about 57 is Coinbase. I'm not a huge fan of Coinbase. I think you can absolutely 100% trade it on hype. It's got a cross up here at 66.14. We talked about Tesla lowering their price. GM just had a cross up, 35.74. I'm not a huge fan of GM. I don't think they're going to do anything that is great with EVs. I don't like their cars. I don't like their production. I just don't like the company. They've been bailed out of bankruptcy so many times. It's just a poorly run company. As simple as that. But they did have a cross up. If you think that GM is going to overtake Tesla, this might be one that you want to get into. I personally would bet on Tesla before GM. Another cross up that's a secondary cross up, Nike. I think we're heading back down to the 100 on Nike. But if you wear Nike clothes, this might be one for you to look into. So, real quick podcast today. I will upload it as a video. I want to thank you guys. Remember, there's three sponsors. The first one is Visible. If you're paying anything more than $30 per month for your phone service, unlimited phone service, there's a link down below. Click on that, save $20 off your first month. I think they're still running a $25, a $5 new promotion. So your first month is $5. Get an eSIM. If you don't have a phone that has an eSIM, find out what it is or go get a SIM card from like Best Buy for Visible. And you can basically sign up with the link in the code down below. You'll save $20 off your first month. It is unlimited services. I work in stadiums all the time. I was in airports traveling. I am sitting next to people that have Verizon. I'm getting typically the same or better service. It's crazy. I just don't think that they limit it effectively. And I'm not on the higher tier. If you're on the higher tier, you're actually not rate limited. If you're on the lower tier, you are on rate limited. Second sponsor is TrendSpider. If you like these charts, if you like my algorithm, I can share everything with you now. It is super, super simple. All I have to do is confirm that your email address is connected. Go sign up in the link below. Use DSP25 for the 25% off. The Easter sale that just happened, it was 50% off. You can use that. Just send me your email address. I'll send you everything over. It is not a problem. It is super, super simple. TrendSpider, best charting platform around. If you're trading anything, I would say the cutoff for TrendSpider would be like a $5,000 to $6,000 account. If you're trading regularly on that amount of money, I think the investment is 100% worth it. The good traders get the tools, and you can find some of these tools for free. What TrendSpider allows me to do is look at the gaps, look at the entry points, look at the exit points, and I can set up alerts. I can set up texts. Say I'm trading Boyle on the 65-minute algorithm, and I want to know when to get out. Well, it'll text me the candle that it actually gets out on. So I love TrendSpider. Third is the company that brings me here to Houston, ID Shop. If you have printing needs, if you have promotional needs, if your company does security, remember I do badges. I don't have my badge here. I think I left it in the car. But if your company does badges like swipe in, the RFID stuff, contact ID Shop. They've got all the tools that you need. They've got the sales, the service. It is the greatest company that I work for. I love it. Have no ownership in it. They pay me as a contractor. I am literally sitting in a ticket booth half the time for MLS, but they've got all the sporting stuff. They do conventions. So even the your backdoor kind of RFID, if you need things to synced in with ADP with time clocks and stuff like that, they have everything that you need. So just contact them either through email. It's at idshop.com, idshop.com. So that is the entire podcast. Again, thank you guys. If you want to tip me because you made a bunch of money, hopefully you got in on Schwab under $50. And if you got out and you got your 10%, just tip me like a bartender. But all the links are down below. There is a link tree. There is a link to every social platform that I'm on: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want. It's all down there. Just click on the link tree and you'll see everything that you need. And join the private Facebook group. Remember, the host of the daily podcast show is Bozo. So if you have any questions, hit me up. Thanks, you guys. I'm uploading this now. Take care. Stop recording. Boom. Okay, now I got to read your comments. Yeah, Coinbase, Andy. I'm not a fan of Coinbase, but I'll trade it. Too big to fail. Okay, let me look. Where did my... hopefully this recorded. There we go. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to open up Active Trader Pro so you guys have something to... Oh, God. Quit Active Trader Pro. I guess I didn't close it down overnight. I was semi-trading yesterday. in the ticket booth. Force quit. And so I had Active Trader Pro open and TrendSpider. But did anybody text me? Nope. I got to meet people for breakfast. I bet it's going to ask me to freaking God, the lighting in here is good. I don't know. I can't see any. I can, I probably should get reader glasses. I'm that old. But I refuse. It's hard to see on this laptop too. I mean, it's a 13-inch. It's not the Air. It's the MacBook Pro. Maybe it's the 15. It's not 15. I don't think it's 15. Hold on. Let's see. About this Mac, it is 14-inch Apple M1 Pro, 16 gigs of RAM. It's amazing what I can run on 16 gigs of RAM with that M1 chip. Okay, let's move you over to Active Trader Pro. Boom, boom, boom. Properties, window. Active Trader Pro. Boom. I got you over there now. And I'm going to Anchor. Who's got any questions? Anybody? While I upload this puppy. I'm not going to post it on Twitter. I'll post it on Twitter later. New episode. Create episode. Sure, why not? We'll do a video episode. Let me get my notes. You know what's crazy? Is I've been streaming for, 41 minutes now? Streaming, running Active Trader Pro, and Safari. And, all of the stuff. I've only gone through 20% of battery on this laptop. That's crazy. Notes. I don't think I get anybody signing up for Webull at all. Live from Houston. Houston may have a problem. Okay. Zephin, if I should have gone over it. Look at UCO and SCO, Zephin. I think oils do. Look at UCO specifically for the last month. I think that's been a really good trade. And I do think that the Saudis, I think everybody's going to basically pump oil up. I think China reopening is a big play. And I think I just think that that's a huge opportunity. We're going to go QQQ. I didn't even bring PXD. Oh, I did. Did I? Hopefully I brought up PXD. UNH. I didn't bring up SARC. SPY. Schwab, DPST, SPSU. I didn't bring up HIBS. Didn't bring up Apple. Didn't bring up Amazon or Meta. Cliff. Let's see. Apple on the weekly wedge. Tesla. GBTC, Mara, Riot, CLF. Okay, UNH. God, the upload is slow on this one. Yeah, here, let me get to Active Trader Pro. So, Zephan, if you're looking for something to trade, UCO, take a look at UCO on Active Trader Pro. This is the 5-minute chart. But what I want to look at is a 5-day. So, you start up here around 30. You've broken down to about 2860 or something. I think they want that one to move back. Lucy. Wow. Go over to here. Let's look at some of our pre-market movers. I'll move you back over to while it uploads. So it's 9 o'clock. Pre-market top gainers, Lucy, 113%. National Cinema, 99%. Nothing that I would ever cover is in this. Nothing that I would ever cover is down here other than Virgin Orbit, but Virgin Orbit, you know, is going bankrupt. That's going to zero. Market movers, Tesla, AMD is up 3%, NVIDIA up 2%. Crazy. Let me see, Spotify. What do I want to call this episode? What do I want to call this? Let me see. 50. I'm going to say. Uh, 4/11/23 update. God, it's only 51% uploaded. The upload on this. Let's go back. I'll move you back to. Here's what I want to show you, Zephan. Let me go back to OBS. I had to move OBS down there. So here, if you're looking for trades, in my mind, look at UCO just on this 4-hour. And this goes back to March 22nd, 23 up to 28. I think when you move it to the 65-minute, and Zephan, you got the 65-minute algo? I'll look at LHDXQ. Here's UCO on the 65-minute. I mean, again, you can clearly see the ascending wedge. It is putting in a top here at about 30. I wouldn't wait till 30, obviously, but if it breaks that resistance level of 30, I think you're off to the races. And that's why I think that UCO is a good trade. Now, over 8 months, if you use the algorithm, 0.29%, you lose 17% just buying and holding. Now, if we go deeper, and UCO is crazy, but if you go deeper and you say, okay, over 5 years, if I just trade the algorithm over this, you lose 9% on UCO versus you losing 83% in the actual asset. Your average win is 4.36%. So it's a great, if you want to use that tool, you just got to pick your right spots. And I think anything closer to 20 in this particular one, in this particular year, I think UCO, your high is 30, your low is 20. I mean, just look at that. If I were to put in, oh, I want that line. If I were to just put in that line, and this line, let's go to, and let's see if it holds the lines or if it's going to. No, it doesn't hold the lines. There's the daily. You can see it's just crossing the 50-day. And it's putting in its shelf right here at 28. I wouldn't, it might be a little bit high right now, but maybe SCO might be your better play. Let's see. Now you're putting in the floor here. SCO at 23, right at 23, and you're trading at 23.14. It's not a bad one. $75 uploaded. Let me see Monster. Let me look at Monster. I'll move you back over. Monster's been just a beast, though, of late, I think. Yeah. It's run up. Why doesn't it? Hold on. I gotta reload this. Okay. Run. Here's Monster. There we go. Now it ran. This is an interesting one. SCO has this gap up to 25. Look at that. You've been putting in this on the 65 minute, you clearly have this resistance level at 23, about 23.50 on SCO. LHDXQ. Yeah, if you want to waste money, Zevin, Christian's right. Let's look at the 4 hour on this one. It's got gaps all over the place. It's filled a gap. I think he's right. It's probably a waste. Here's Effin. I'll put in my notes. Here's the scans that I did. Let me do the doc. Chat. And we're going to do live chat. There are the scans that I did, Zephin. I think you have to do it live chat. Christian said LHDXQ is a good place if you're looking to waste money. Let me type it in. It's Lucid Health, Lucrera Health. It's really bad. It's not a good stock. Not something that I would say, hey, let's throw money at this one. But 7, trade DPST. Trade one of those triple levered. If you have the access to the levered ETF here. I don't think you can see it though. It is the levered ETFs to trade. Look at those. I mean, DRN's up 1%. URTY is up 1.3%. HIBS, which is S&P high beta bear 3 times, is down 1.8%. That's clearly using the 200-day as its resistance level. So, yeah, for some reason, I think YouTube changed some stuff. Here's Evan. There is the levered ETF. List if you didn't have it. It's a good one. Particularly if I'm looking to just trade, I will sometimes just go over there and do that. So, okay, it's 100 processing and audio preview will be available soon, it says. Morning, Larry. Larry! I did the podcast already, Larry. And it's now 8 o'clock. I got to go to work. Let's see. Okay, sorry. I just booked the Pro Football Hall of Fame game in Canton as a job. Sweet. Okay, the video is up. Publish now. You're all set. My audience will determine. Okay, guys, I am out of here. No show tomorrow. Just so you know, I did this on freaking God. This laptop is amazing, guys. If you, there is no reason for you to not have a MacBook. I mean, even a Mac Air. My buddy got the M2 Mac Air and loves it. Still think the M1 MacBook is a better value, MacBook Pro. But if you have any questions, hit me up. I'm down to, so I did this for 1 hour. 1 hour on the laptop, not plugged in. I started at 90%. I'm at 44%. That's amazing. Guys, that's amazing. Oh, okay. Zephan, high five on the Boyle trade. Remember, if you're here, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. I'm usually only doing live, but I'll do some video too. I may post this one as a video later. If you have any questions, hit me up. Join the Facebook, join the Twitter, join the Instagram. So hopefully it turned out well. Thanks, you guys. Have a great day. And if you're in Houston, come to the game. I'm at the credentials booth. Come say hi. I don't think there's anybody that I've talked to in Houston. I know when I go to, I think I'm going to San Diego in, God, I want to say June. Call me great. Hold on, I gotta look at your chat. Damn, I can't see it because of this. Damn. Zephan, you are fucking nuts. That's just fucking crazy. Hold on. I'm going back. I don't think you're nuts because what is the news? Let's see. Zephan, look at that headline, Zephan. Am I back on? Yeah, Zephan is 100% PR that just went out that the first Chat GPT enabled smart eyewear. Come on. I don't blame you to think that it's going to 4, but the actual dollar amount that you're talking about, price to sales is 13. Yeah. It's 100% just Chat GPT. This is an eyeglass company that decided, you know what? We want our name out there. Zephan, send me a message if you get into this one. You're crazy. I love it. But throw $20 in there. I mean, throw your lunch money in there. Can't hurt. Watch it go to 8 today. Oh, God. You sucked me in. Hold on. It's the PR Newswire. Innovative. Look at the stock photo that they use too. LICY D app enables a voice interface for ChatGPT. I will tell you guys, the one thing that is amazing is we got to Houston. We knew nothing about Houston. I hopped on ChatGPT and I said, if I have one day in Houston, what would you do? Oh my God. It listed amazing things. In fact, one of the really good ones that we wanted to do was a mural tour. Houston is famous for Instagram and their murals and stuff, and you can do a mural tour in the city. And that I would never have found that other than ChatGPT. And I don't know if I'm using ChatGPT 3.6 or 4 yet. I just don't know. But I just log on to OpenAI's platform, and I've got to log in and I can use it. But it has been amazing for that because it's conversational. Like for instance, yesterday I wanted boba tea, and the problem is I don't think that it's 100% up to date. But I did ask for boba tea, and I said, "What's the best boba tea in the city?" Because I like a strawberry slushy with tapioca on the bottom. It listed out 4 or 5 restaurants, and I said, "Well, what's near me at the Shell Energy Stadium?" And it basically went through it. And I know DoorDash can do the same thing. I know there's a lot of other tools, but it's just amazing. I think that In my mind, this is why the dude that's doing AI, this is C3P AI. He is launching his stuff in a quote unquote Google sense. Did it hit 4? No, it's at 379. I got it at 387. I don't have it at 4. Let's go to Active Trader Pro. Let's go to Active Trader Pro, and we'll put in LICY. But let's see. I have it at 379. So I don't have it at 4. Open at 377. High is 394. Yeah. But ChatGPT, I think that's why I won't invest in AI. I will trade AI. But when their CEO said that it's Google-like in its discussion window, I think GPT and other AI people will not have a Google box. It will be a Siri-like thing where you press a button and you say, hey, tell me what's around me, or tell me what's there, or like this LICY. I think you may have something in your glasses that actually winds up showing up. Um, or it might be a microphone that listens to you, and then kind of, you say, God, I'm kind of hungry for boba. Um, what's around me in boba? And then boom, it lists some stuff around, maybe an eyeglass, like an overlay on your eyes and stuff. I think that's coming. I just don't think that it's anytime soon. But yeah, I like ChatGPT. Um, Boba Pizza Cola. Zephin, man, I'm a 15-year-old fucking girl when it comes to my eating habits. And hey, I like ChatGPT. By the way, Zephin, you're right. It's hitting 4. It's at 396 now. It's holding it at 398. Apple hasn't done a very good. Apple has been fat shaming me in a couple of things. Um, Apple does fat shame me every now and then. Okay, rather than me talk on, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna get an acai bowl for breakfast. Some more sugar for you, boy. Zephin down to 391. Did it hit 4 in this candle? It hit 410. Personally, Zephin, I think here. Am I on? Yeah. Okay. See, Active Trader Pro is kind of putting in 310 to 329 as a base. I think this candle right here at 9 a.m. when they released the 9 a.m. That's where it really kind of popped up. I think 4 may be a good base for you. Um, I think Zephan, I think it's going to get a pop at open. Yeah, Christian, I got to be honest. I'm amazed at what it can do. I'm shocked that Google didn't do something with this. So, um, uh, okay, I am out now. I got to go chat with some folks. Have a great day. Again, if you're in Houston, hit me up, but hit the subscribe button as well. I'm on usually every day. So talk to you guys later.